My friend and I took the day and went to the races at Saratoga Race Course. It is a thoroughbred horse racing track located in Saratoga Springs, New York. It opened in 1863 and it's often considered to be the oldest major sporting venue of any kind in the United States. It continues to host one of the world's most prestigious racing meets each summer. Since its first organized meet in 1863, the track known as the Spa has remained a financial catalyst, generating thousands of jobs and hundreds of millions of dollars in economic activity. Currently, it's home to a 40-day meet from July through September. It offers world-class racing 5 days a week, featuring 18 Grade 1 races, highlighted by the Whitney and the Travers. It's located across from the National Museum of Racing and the Hall of Fame, and it has been recognized by Sports Illustrated as one of the world's great sporting venues. So I just read that from the internet because I did not remember all of those details. So on this day, we showed up and we bought a program and we went in. It was free pennant day, so we got a Saratoga flag and we just walked around to get our bearings and see where everything was. But people get here early in the morning, and in this area that you see right now, they're just at picnic tables or at lawn chairs they bring. But you'll see that some of them bring their little pop-up covers right here, and they bring their own tables and chairs, and they just set up for the day. And throughout the whole location, there's these TVs where you can watch the races. This is one of the areas where the horses come in and just walk around and just kind of warm up. And there's different things throughout the park. There's people who set up with their souvenir horse stuffed animals. And there's food trucks and restaurants and bars. And some people dress up. You'll see a lot of women wearing really pretty bright dresses or even hats, which is a thing to wear at certain race events. And there are many men in suits, and smoking cigars is a big deal. This is the Big Red Spring. It is named after Triple Crown winner Secretariat and Man o' War, the two famed thoroughbred champions. Both horses were chestnut colored, and racing fans referred to them as Big Red. And Saratoga is known for its mineral springs, and you can buy Saratoga water. It comes in fancy blue bottles, and they are popular, and we've even seen them in movies and in different locations. They're shipped all over the world, I guess. But so we were seeing some of the horses just kind of walking around before their race, and you can see the owners and people that have special purposes, I guess, get to go inside where we have to stand on the outside of the fences. And so this was the second race of the day. That's when we got there. You can just come in and leave whenever you want to and stay for however many races you want to. So we got there for the second race of the day, and we stayed for 3 races. And we decided to try our hand at betting. And this horse right here, number 6, I went ahead and I placed a $2 bet to win Placer's show, so it cost me $6. He came in second, so I think I got $6 back. Not huge betting, but it was kind of fun to have one to root for. So then you walk in some buildings, and inside here is more betting and a lot of places to get drinks and food. And I videotaped one race that for some reason didn't work. So here we are back into the other part between races again. They have live entertainment. There's a Dunkin' Donuts. There's all kinds of places to get anything you want. There's a cigar booth, and men around here, it sure smelled like cigars. It must be a thing to do. So they also had this open air museum type thing with all these descriptions about trainers and jockeys and the current horses of the season, and just a little educational area. They had a craft for the kids to do. They can paint little horseshoe magnets and fun little activities for them to do. This really is a big family activity. The people out in the area where the picnic tables are is full of kids. There's a playground that I'll show you We walk around. It's just an event. It's a way to get out and about and have a picnic and just enjoy a little bit of horse racing. But really, there's, I think, 10 races in a day, and there's one about every half hour, I guess. That's another bar or restaurant club type thing. There's a lot of clubhouse bleachers, and there's the playground. So that's a nice family activity, the family zone. And there's a map of the entire park. It's pretty big. So this race we watched from one of the TVs out in the field among all the people. Most people just stay in their seats and watch it on the TV. They don't even go out and watch the live horses. But I think this is not the one that I had bet on 6. Yep, this is the third race number 3, it says at the top there. So mine, I picked Social Scene, and he was doing pretty well for a while, but then he did not win this race. They go around the track, not one full time. I think they only go around partial, and some of them race on an inside track, some race on an outside track. I am not an expert at by any means in any of this horse racing stuff. It is just an activity to go to. It is part of the history of this area, and I thought I'd share it. Some of you may have even heard of Saratoga racing, anybody who follows the horse racing scene, which I do not. I know there's some controversy. Some people don't like horse racing. They're concerned about the welfare of horses. I understand that, but this is just something that I wanted to do, and it's a fun activity. And here they come. It's pretty cool. This number 4 came up out of nowhere and passed a lot of them in the end, so it was a pretty exciting race for many people. So this is from the inside where the racetrack is, and I just turned around and took a view of the bleachers and the VIP boxes. If you look way down at the end there, at the very end, that's where we could go, to those bleachers down there, which is a good location. You can see them coming around one of the corners. So here's the horses that are going to be racing in the one that we stood at the fence for. And they're just getting out there and getting warmed up. Another fun fact about Saratoga is that this is where potato chips were invented. So if you'd like to research that, you'll find information about that on the internet. It's actually a pretty inexpensive day. It is $10 for general admission, and unless you bet, you really could just get away with only paying the $10. I kind of understand why most people just watch it on the screens. We can see them when they're right here, but we can't see them during any part of the racetrack that's on the back side. So right there, you can see they have screens even for us that are standing right there. So I watched the beginning of the race on the screens right there where they took off, and it took a long time before they got around to the side where we could actually see them coming up. I think they run about 3/4 of the track for this race. They don't run around too many times. And here they come. Number 2 is the winner. And where we stood, we were also right next to the winner's circle where they come back in and they take the pictures, and right now they're taking all the equipment off the horse and they're sponging him down and cooling him off. It wasn't a really hot day, but I'm sure that gets them heated up a little bit. There's also something called harness racing here at a different racetrack where there's the driver on a little cart pulled by the horse, and they have a place, it's called the Racino. So it's a nightclub and, slot machines and gambling location, and you can see the harness racing from their restaurant that they have there. And I did that one time with my husband and his family. So there's a lot to do here, and it's just a very interesting activity.